Peter, folks, how you doing? All right. Use the force. Positive mental attitude. We certainly need to try in this day and age, don't we? So, I'm in my dressing gown. I've been in my dressing gown all day because it's been a snuggy dressing gown day. It's not like I've been laying around doing nothing. I've been working on a couple of tracks all day. It's been freaking awesome. It was pissing down with rain. Offered the dog out this morning. He just had a quick pee and ran for the door. So I was like, oh, I'm good with that. Dressing gown day it is. So yeah, there you go. That's it. I don't know what I'm going to say. I just knew that I was going to announce that it was a dressing gown day for me. Fucking hairs all over the place, isn't it? Look at me. Look at me. Bed head on and everything. Still, use the force. Positive mental attitude. It could always be fucking worse, couldn't it? Do you know what I mean? The planet could have been put on some crazy lockdown by what looks like some governmental shadow governments. Conspiracy boy! No, I mean, you know, who fucking knows what's going on? You can't tell me for sure anything. I know that. You can't tell me there is definitely a COVID, like, pandemic. You can definitely not, like, there's so many, like, interesting things being, oh no, I'm just playing with my hair, but still, it's just what it is. It's a relaxed video today. We're not being very serious. I just wanted to say hello. I just wanted to say fucking, you know, positive mental attitude. I just wanted to say be kind with your thoughts. I wanted to just say I've been watching a great video on mindfulness, and I love it when I hear people like this talk where he actually says, you know, and he's giving some beautiful demonstrations, like where he's sort of getting them to just do a bit of meditation for a moment. And he bings his bell and he goes, right, now the real meditation starts. Now the real mindfulness starts. Because it's not about in one moment being all like, oh yeah, I'm Zen. It's, well, what are you doing with that Zen when you live the rest of that day? And I'm fucking all about that. Do you know what I mean? It's not like I'm super calm, chill boy. I embrace all my emotions. Do you know what I mean? Because I think they're great. I think you can learn from them if you want to, right? Or not. It's up to you. Your gig. This is the beauty of free choice, which is what I promote. So it's not like I'm telling you got to do anything. You know, obviously I promote awareness because, you know, I think it's the winner. You know, mindfulness meditation is basically honing your awareness in each passing moment, but more so in the pulled back, just sort of living of, but not mindlessly. And this is like the trick of it. You know, it's breaking the autopilots, but still letting yourself flow. You know, so if you feel like you're going to have a bit of a fucking snug day in your dressing gown, why not? Right? So, yeah, it's been a good day for me. You know, 2 tracks. One track is called Gangster, and you know, obviously this is me, so it's not like, yeah, gangster. The hook is actually some female chick that we got on that Dixie and me found on a thing he's a member of. You can basically just get loads of vocals, and she's singing You Say You're a Gangster, that don't impress me much, or that don't impress me none, and it's, you know, very fitting for me. So obviously I smashed a load of bars on it. I've enjoyed the shit out of like back end mixing and mastering it, and you know, I'm really sort of like enjoying that process, you know, with my beautiful little, you can just sort of like, I'm touching it but you can't really see it. That's my Mac DSP APB unit, hybrid analog. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, Mac DSP. You know, yeah. Happy days. I don't know what to say. I hope you're making the best of it. Whatever it is, however it comes, whenever it is, you know, taking the lows and enjoying the highs, right? You know, because after all, we can't script life, can we? You know, I want a better society, but I know it still can't be like scripted to the letter. I just know that there's a better way than the current, you know. So I think it's all worth working towards. You know, it's all worth thinking about. So yes, I am going to be performing. This is why I'm heavy in the mixing mastering at the moment. Been on it for the last like couple of weeks, just trying to get these few tracks ready so I can perform them on Christmas Day. So somewhere around the time of the Queen's speech, I think I'm probably going to drop a live performance of some rather aware, conscious music. You know, me and Dee often like, you know, what can we call it? You know, we're not really genre specific. We've just got a few key influences in each song that comes out, right? I mean, I like to rap, and I try and teach myself to sing of some description. You know, sometimes I think I hear it better than others, but there you go, autodidactic, self-taught. One of my favourite words. So yeah, I'll be performing Christmas Day. I don't know how many songs I'm going to do yet. In between, you know, 3 and 8. You know, got sort of 3-4 new tracks I want to do. I want to see how well I can get them locked in over the 3 days I'm going to do pre-performing. I don't really want to be performing with lyrics on stage. I prefer just having the performances nailed, right? It's better for everyone involved. But you know, if I have to, I will do, because they are new songs. I haven't had a proper chance to imprint them in my dressing gown day. Yeah, I haven't been able to properly imprint them in my brain, but I did write them, so I should be all right. Do I want to say anything? Siggy, you got anything important to say? Got anything nice to say? He's wishing everyone well. I swear my dog just farted. Not nice. There you go. I asked him to say something nice and he sends you all a love puff. Hey? So yeah, you know, obviously I don't celebrate Christmas. I'm not really into that whole thing. I don't anti it. I don't poo-poo it. You know, each their own, right? You know, if it works for you, that works for you. I've just got my reasons, and I choose not to. So that's why I'll be performing Christmas Day, and that's why I've got a room booked for like the 3 days leading up to it, because you know, today is the shortest day of the year, right? It's winter solstice. Happy winter solstice. Can't believe it didn't even start on that, right? I was too caught up in having a nice snuggy dressing gown day, but it's been beautiful, right? The end of one, the beginning of another, right? Each year you get this reminder that there's no real end. There's just always continual beginnings or transitions. So happy winter solstice, right? Stonehenge be beautiful, no doubt. Mobbed out with loads of people. I went to go there last year, and I was still in quite a height of like some social anxieties I was dealing with, and yeah, I wasn't expecting there to be so many people there, and got there, and like, I mean, there was double-decker buses just going to and from this car park to like Stonehenge, and I was like, oh, I can't deal with that. I didn't even do it. I got all the way there, dropped the people that were going up there to it, and left them to it. I hung around and drove them back. I just couldn't deal with that level of people at that point in time, which is really funny. I'm pretty much nicely over that now, which is really nice. A full year later, I've been doing loads of outwardly social stuff and re-pushing my boundaries, because I was always a social butterfly. I never had any social anxieties, any depression. I'd never had any of that until like I hit like 29. It really started sort of like when I was 29 to 30, 31. That was heavy. You know, and I'd never experienced anything like that, and I've from that period I've had left over like this social anxiety thing that I've had to deal with, which is really fucking weird. And it doesn't help that I'm also, you know, into a load of controversial information and views, and, you know, I don't perceive the world as being this natural evolved place when we live in a democracy. It seems pretty fucking obvious to me and anyone else who looks at it that we don't live in nothing like a true democracy. So anyway, we got a whole new year, a whole new start. Every day's a new day. We can choose to do something different with it, you know. Like I just put in a song, you know. What was it? What was the actual line I wrote? See, this is why I need to practice, right? Because it was just basically saying how we don't need to win in every moment, because in the passing of each moment there's a new opportunity, a new choice in each moment, let alone each fucking day and each year, you know. And I've changed so much about myself over the years, you know, just like I was just saying, right, from where I finished last year, or started this year, however you want to look at it, to where I am now. For myself, it's a very different spot, but yet the exact same spot, which is what I love about it. You know, it's what I love about the whole self-development stuff. You know, it's just the fact that, you know, you can. I hate these tufty bits that sit outside. Hate. It's a bit of a strong word, isn't it? I hate it. It's just, you know, it's what you get when you cut your own hair, right? You just sort of like, and my hair's going through a different stage of length anyway. But you know, every day, who cares about my hair, right? Who cares about it? Superficial, but I don't give a shit. I'm not, you know, I'm not a shallow ego boy, so I'm happy to give a shit about how my hair looks sometimes. It's balance. But yeah, you know, recognising, you know, what we've done, where we've been. Even if it's only been internal, even if it's only been a small thing, even if there's only one small step. It's recognising these things, right? It's self-validation. Self-validation is fucking important in my book. You know, it's what gets me through a lot of things. Is my own validation, is my own support, my own reinforcement. You know, because, you know, if you can't get it from yourself, you're pretty fucked. Because, you know, people come and go, situations change, and if you're just relying on external forces for your own, like, true internal strength, right, of like validation and growth, then, you know, and that's why I encourage people to grab self-awareness, right, because I think that it leads to this very healthy, strong, independent, connected place, right, and I think, you know, to me it looks like we could do that more than ever, right, because, you know, the ruling classes have gone bonkers. They've lost the plot. They've lost the plot, and they're spilling out loads of garbage into the media, you know, and they're just dividing us, still and again, you know. So I say, fuck off. Let's make a change, right? But sometimes you just gotta have a good old fucking dressing gown day. Anyway, I don't think I have anything else left to say. Was there any other? There's nothing. I've had a chilled day, so I haven't been like hugely activating my mind by watching informative stuff. You know, I'm chilling out with a bit of a mindfulness conference. Shit, how things have changed for me in the last 10 years, I can tell you that for nothing. Just chilling out with a nice mindfulness conference, you know, 2.5, 3 hours. Nice. Still, it's beautiful. Change is beautiful. Growth is beautiful. And if we all do it, we can create something fucking beautiful. So, my friends, I'm going to wish you well. Hope you have a good lead up to the 25th. Obviously, I know the 24th is always a nice evening for the pubs. Let's hope anyone in Tier 4 finds a good boozer that's going to have a good old session anyway, and everyone else just enjoys themselves. And maybe I will see you through a phone somewhere on Christmas Day afternoon. Keep your eyes peeled. I'll chuck out a couple of announcements on my social medias, so use the force. Positive mental attitude, be kind with your thoughts to yourselves and others. Keep loving your hearts for yourselves like you would for others. And let's get it. Get what, John? Awareness, of course. Peace in.